Hey guys, it's Saru, and I had heard the news like pretty much everyone of how Tera is shutting down. Literally, the entire world is shutting Tera down, and I had no idea how to feel about it, so I didn't really want to make a video just yet. I didn't really want to make a video for the last few weeks for other reasons entirely, but I think it's time for me to make a video on this and give you the entire story of what is happening to Tera. So, let's get right into it. So this video is not going to be very long, but it is going to be informative to tell you what is happening to Tera, both on PC and console, as well as the mobile versions, I guess. So let's talk about it. So first and foremost, yes, Tera is shutting down. No, it's not because Gameforge cannot publish it anymore because they're doing a crappy job or whatever, which seems to be a lot of the narrative that I keep seeing, even on Twitter posts or Reddit that I've been reading over and over. Everything that I have read, people seem to say, oh, if Gameforge did a better decision, if NMAS made better decisions, maybe it wouldn't shut down, and that is not at all the truth here. So Bluehole is shutting down Tera. It's not because obligations with publishers and their licenses have done pretty badly or whatever. It's quite literally Bluehole, the creator of Tera, is shutting it down because don't want to develop the game any further. It's not because the game isn't doing well, it's not because money isn't being made, whatever. They just don't want to create more content. Now, there was a lot of conversation about this when I did talk to Bluehole, and we did work together for a good 2 years or so about certain projects to do with Tera console itself. But let's look at the big picture here. So, fact of the matter is, Bluehole, the, again, developer, the creator, the overall overlord of Tera, has decided we don't really want to make any more content for the game. Everything we seem to make is not really pointing in the direction that players want. We have lost our vision. We are not sure how to develop any further. Any content that we have created has not really satisfied the Tera players. So let's halt development because we're kind of at an impasse. Any further development going forward here, it's probably not going to recover any players. So this information kind of comes to light after Tera in Japan shuts down, right? We all know that Tera was going to be shutting down. I made a video called Is Tera Shutting Down, ironically enough, and now I'm making a video on this. But yes, after all of that, it was a domino effect. So roughly after that, just this week, Korea itself, so Bluehole publishes the Korean version of Tera. Korea announces we're shutting down entirely. A little bit after that, Gameforge announces it. So yes, Tera PC completely shut down as of June, I believe. It kind of sucks. I mean, there is a lot of feeling to it. Over 10 years of service in an MMO is pretty hard to find these days, especially. I don't blame them, but I also didn't really expect it for a couple more years. For me, there's a lot of memories with that, a lot of nostalgia. I'm not going to go into it because then I'm just going to have a whole video about I'm so sad Tera shutting down. And I mean, it has its time, and I really enjoyed my time with it. It's the first MMO where I really went into, and I actually started my name Sarumonin. I mean, I had it before that, but I never actually used it until Tera. So there's a lot of feels there, you know, and this channel wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Tera, specifically for console. So let's talk about console. So I had reached out to Bluehole because, you know, I've had my time with them. We worked together very closely. And I have some news about that. This entire shutdown is exclusively only to PC. Console has its own development cycle, has its own development team. They aren't and they haven't followed the PC version. Therefore, all those stagnant cycles don't really apply to the development cycle of Tera console. It is not affecting this. There is a much smaller team on Tera console. Even our marketing person that was working, so Jaehee, is no longer going to be working there. There's going to be a new person coming in, which is really sad because that was one of my point of contacts and we worked together for a long time, so I wish her well in her next adventure. But a lot of the team in Tera console is no longer there. I mean, I believe it's like about 10 people now, but yes, Tera console isn't shutting down. So if that was your worry, it's not. I had spoken to her, I had spoken to Bluehole, and they said there are absolutely zero plans to shut it down. we're not shutting down whatsoever. Things are still going. The mobile versions are still going to be going. They have their own development teams, their own stuff, and in the Tera PC side of things, they're going to focus their efforts on Elion and the upcoming projects of Project Windless and so on and so forth. So that's the full information. So to TLDR for you, yes, Tera is shutting down globally entirely on PC. This means there is not going to be any official servers whatsoever. This doesn't mean that a publisher shut down, so maybe another publisher can take over. It means developer just doesn't want to develop it any further, and that's it. The development teams for PC and console and even mobile, they're not the same people whatsoever. They're in the same floor, but they're not the same people whatsoever. And there's absolutely zero processes that are going to be created to migrate your data to console because they're two completely different games. Yeah, it's a sad day, but that is the full information, and hopefully that helps people be not as crazy. I know Tera's console community on in-game and both on the Discord have been going insane. This is the full information. You're not being shut down. There are no plans for it. There's still a producer on board. There's still an entire team on board, albeit a bit small, but yes, it's all good. So I'm not really going to make any further videos on this. As you guys already probably know, I was partnered with them for a very long time with Tera, well, specifically Bluehole, and my time with them for creating content around them is pretty much over until they create a brand new MMO, and even then, I mean, I feel like they've lost the trust of a lot of the community for a lot of the decisions they've made in the past, but that is what it is. For Tera itself, I have no reason to make any more content, but if I do make another video, it'll be because Tera console is shutting down. So keep a lookout for that and hope it doesn't come out, because that's the only time I'll make another video for Tera console. Alright guys, thanks for watching.
Make sure to subscribe and click that adorable f***ing bell to know when I upload a brand new video. And don't forget to come join my Discord if you want to chat and hang out. Much love, and as always, till next time, friends.